of the show. Okay, everybody, hold on to your seats because our next guest is a Grammy and Juno Award-winning artist with over 40 million albums sold worldwide. She is also the founder of the groundbreaking all-female music festival, Lilith Fair, which is at the center of a riveting new documentary premiering here at TIFF. Take a look.
And I realized that I was missing that sense of connection and community. I feel lonely. This is a weird job, and it would be so nice to connect with other women who are doing a similar thing to me. But that's when promoters started saying, you can't do this. Saying, you can't put two women on the same bill, people won't come, which was complete bullshit.
The documentary is called Lilith Fair, Building a Mystery, and the one and only Sarah McLachlan joins us in studio today. Oh, Sarah, we're delighted to see you. And it's been 26 years since you founded Lilith Fair. And you created this festival. I mean, we all remember growing up with this. And it was at a time when the music industry was, I think it's fair to say, a fairly toxic place for female musicians in particular. What were some of the things, we were just seeing a hint of it right there in that clip, but what were some of the other things that you were up against at that time?
Just this general sense of we as women were offered this very tiny sliver of the pie. Like it was just a mirror of all the other industries and worlds out there. And you know, I look at music as this inclusive, beautiful thing that's meant to be shared by everybody. And I would go into radio stations and they say, well, we love your song, but we can't add you this week because we added Tracy Chapman or we added Tori Amos. And they kind of just lumped us all together. And I thought, that doesn't make any sense. And so when I thought about putting together a festival, really innocent first idea of like, let's just do this. There's all these other festivals and they're all completely male dominated, yet all these women are coming up and having great success. Let's just do something ourselves. And then talking to the promoter saying, you can't do that. You can't put two women on the same bill, people won't come. In the same way as you can't put two women on the radio, people will change the channel. I thought, well, that's ridiculous. I've had women open up for me. I've sold out. This makes no sense to me. And of course, the other thing is when someone says, you can't do something to me.
Yes.
Well, if that doesn't
I'm gonna do it. Yes. I mean, the amount of talent that you were able to bring together for Lilith Fair was just incredible. Tracy Chapman, Sheryl Crow, Erykah Badu, Sinead O'Connor, just to name a few. So many others. They performed at Lilith Fair. And this film gives us a peek into this sisterhood that you created. I mean, there were different flavors and different energies that came about, but there was this interesting thing that you definitely created. When you think about those backstage memories, Jewel was another one who's featured. What are some of the memories that come to mind?
The creation of community, the creation of a safe space where we all could just be ourselves and talk about the crazy and kind of weird and isolated thing it is to be a woman in the music industry and to be a touring artist. Like, our bands were mostly guys, the crew was mostly guys, so it was lonely. And to create this opportunity for us to come together as artists and talk about that, but also to play and sing together. This was, for me, meeting my idols, meeting people I was so in awe of, and getting to actually sing with them every night. So the creation of that, for me, was really amazing. And by proxy, the creation that the audience felt that same sense of connectedness, and that we were all there sharing this, you know, this energy together and moving together to create a powerful change in the world.
It clearly resonated, absolutely. Well, Lilith Fair clearly resonated. It grossed over $60 million, which is big money back then, big money. It was a launching pad, not only a really established female artist, but also launching Nelly Furtado, launching Christina Aguilera. You raised millions of dollars for charity, even.
Over
you were
$7 million over the 3 years.
There you go. Like, that's amazing. And the concept of that, you were also the first tour to offer extended health care to the crew. Like, these ideas, just amazing things happen when women come together. But of all the things, the lasting things, what do you think was really the lasting success or legacy of the festival?
I think there's a few legacies. My music school is one of those. I took the money I made from Lilith and put it into a foundation and then started a free after-school music program, which...
So good.
It started with about 200 kids, and now we've grown to those over 1,200 students a year across 3 schools, Vancouver, Edmonton, and New Westminster. And so the legacy of giving, that continues on in helping young artists find their voice in a really safe, nurturing environment. And I think we changed the attitudes within the industry. We certainly changed those, those old school attitudes of you can't play women together. It's like, well, we blew those things out of the water. So it did change things. And I think in some ways it opened the door for other young artists and other young women coming up in the industry, either in our industry or others. Like I've had so many people come up to me and say, you all showed me that I could do and be anything. I could dream big. And now I'm a woman running a corporation and I hire women and I pull other women alongside.
Can we talk a little bit? I mean, the industry has changed a lot since then. You think about women are really dominating in music in particular.
Yeah, look at the airwaves right now.
That's right. You think about Beyonce and Taylor Swift and all those things.
Yeah.
But yet last year it was found that less than 25% of musicians on stage at major US festivals were women.
Yeah.
So do you think we need another Lilith Fair today, and how might it be different?
Ooh. It's a really good question. I think a new version or a new concept around that could work. I think, the $1 million question is, will you do that? And I already did that. And I think, and things are different now and the need is different. And I really think if something like that were to succeed, it would need to be spearheaded by an artist of today, someone who is up and coming and has new ideas. If you'll notice, I think in the documentary, well, people haven't seen it yet, but it was exhausting and overwhelming, and it totally took over 3 years of my life, and it was amazing. But I was a whole lot younger then. And at this age, we have to figure out how to conserve our energy to do all the things we need to do.
Yes,
sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we talk about that era? Because we've seen you go through different eras as you've evolved as an artist, and you're now in a new era. You are releasing.
I'm childless.
Oh.
I shouldn't say that. I still
Empty
have children.
nester.
I'm an empty nester.
Empty nester.
I'm not childless. I'm an empty nester.
You're an empty nester,
Yeah.
which allows you the time.
All of a sudden, I have way more time.
Way more time. And is that why you're releasing your next album, Better Broken, next week?
Yes. Well,
new material. First of all, wow.
Oh.
New material. First time, new material, 11 years.
Yeah.
What era is Sarah McLachlan in right now?
reclamation of self.
Oh.
Wow.
I look at that picture and I see like a strength, and I see myself going through all the challenges and iterations, and I feel so confident at 57, where it's like I actually know a few things now, and I know what I'm willing to deal with and what I'm willing not to deal with, and talking about my energy, and I only want to be around people who give energy and not just take it anymore. So being much more selective in my life with people.
Amen to that. Listen, I want to quickly fit in. You are embarking on the 30th anniversary tour of Fumbling Towards Ecstasy next month.
Yes.
A new Lilith Fair documentary that we're talking about here today. What is it that you want to hold on to as you move forward now?
That sense of authenticity. And I mean, I've always tried to be my authentic self at all times. And I think I've managed to do a fairly good job of holding on to it, but just the sense that I feel powerful right now as a woman, as an advocate, as a mother, as a humanitarian, and I love the momentum that I feel with this, and it's such a great opportunity, I think, to use this platform for something bigger than myself, which was what Lilith was all about. And if I can continue to promote love, and music is a beautiful bridge, and I think it's an opportunity to continue to create connection in a time when we are constantly being told that we have to be on opposite sides of the fence, and everybo's
We need it more than ever.
We need that connection now more than ever.
Yeah.
Sarah, it is such a pleasure having you on the show again. Thank you so much for being here. We want to let everyone know Lilith Fair, Building a Mystery, is premiering at TIFF this weekend and will be available on CBC and CBC Gem on Wednesday, September 17th. And Sarah's album, Better Broken, it comes out on September 19th. Check it out.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.